My name's Isabella. I've been with SSA for under a year and I've been public speaking all my life. I just see how practical it is for everyday life. I used to be afraid of public speaking, and then, as I became more and more confident, I realized that, we use it in every area of life. So yeah, that's something that I've become passionate about, and helping young kids, realize how practical it is and how it will help them further on in their lives. A lot of leadership roles that I've taken on. I've had to, present reports and stuff. Not a lot of, formal stuff, but rather practical, communicating with my team and conveying reports and stuff like that. Definitely being able to make friends and communicate with people I hadn't met before, being able to have those key skills of being able to start conversations and, in a short amount of time express what I like, what I don't like. That really helped me, just make friends and be friendly with, co-workers and, people on the playground. So. Yeah, a lot of my work is public speaking skills. I'm a receptionist, and so I constantly have to communicate important information to patients and speak with third-party vendors about important things, and I have to do it really quickly and succinctly and clearly, so nothing gets mixed up. So yeah, I use it pretty much in every job that I have ever had, actually. Yeah, when I was in high school doing my school captaincy speech, I usually would not do speeches or volunteer to do speeches, but I volunteered to do this speech and in front of 1,200 people, and I did it. And I did it successfully. I didn't stammer or anything, so that was a real accomplishment for me. Seeing the kids grow in their abilities. I had this kid in my last term semester, and she was so quiet at the beginning, and then by the end she was volunteering to do her speech, stand up, and she was so confident, and that was just really rewarding to know that you're making a difference in these kids' lives, and that they things that they were afraid of, they're now, not as afraid, and they can start to do it, and it's not as scary because they've been exposed to it, if that makes sense. So I love that we're making a difference in these kids' lives. Everyone else is nervous as well, and it's quite normal to get nervous before a speech, but they've practiced it, they know what they're saying, so they don't have to be afraid because they know what they're doing. It's something where you can grow, that even though it might be challenging, it will be really rewarding. It will be something that you'll be thankful for looking back, that you did this and that, you did this now, rather than having to wait 20 years down the track to kind of tackle issues that you could tackle now. So even just being exposed to the world, you don't have to be the best, but just being exposed to that environment will really help you later down the track as well. It's the best job I've ever had, and I know that sounds really cheesy, but it's true. The management staff are incredible, the kids are amazing, and it's actually made me think about going into teaching myself, because I just love, helping the kids and grow in their abilities. So yeah, I really enjoy working with this company. I had this kid who was very complaining about being there, and then I talked with one of the parents, and the mum said, oh yeah, he loves being in your class. And at the end, when I said I might not be able to come back next term, he's like, nah, see you next term. Like, he was in denial, so that was very nice. But I also mentioned about the other girl, you know, getting up and saying a speech voluntarily, and, you know, it was a whole progress of, she was sitting on her, you know, at a desk, and she would say it, and then, you know, 4 weeks into the term, I was standing next to her while she said it, and then she did it completely on her own. So that was a favourite memory as well. 100%. It's a really encouraging atmosphere, and sometimes it's not until you've been in a toxic workplace that you realise that, you know, how much a difference an encouraging atmosphere makes. And so everyone's really encouraging. The managers are always, you know, responsive to the concerns that I have, and you know, it's a really great place to work. Like, I enjoy turning up to work, and I feel like I can contact my managers if something's gone wrong. Be flexible. I used to teach high school students, and this was my first time teaching primary school students. And so just being aware that yes, it is a different environment, but be willing to respond to the students' needs rather than just, you know, going off the structure that you're given, because, you know, the structure is great and it's great to have there, but some students and some classes, they need, you know, something different, you know, a different approach. And so be flexible and be willing to be flexible.